When doing electrical testing on the car, it's always preferred that you use one of these back probes to back probe into the back of the connector so you don't damage the wire. However, that's not always possible because sometimes the wires are really buried inside the car. It's extremely difficult to get to the connector. Well, that's where this comes in. This is Phil's probe. Phil's probe does pierce the wire ever so slightly, and we do seal that back up with some liquid tape, or sometimes I can use touch-up paint, or even nail polish will seal that up. Let me show you how great this is when you really need that access and time isn't an essence in your diagnosis. And I know some technicians say never pierce the wire. As long as you do it correctly, the nice advantage is the piercing part inside here uses extremely small pins, so the hole is very minute, and it's not just one pin, it's multiple pins so that the wires don't get damaged. And then the other important part is seal it back up with some liquid tape when you're done. So the preferred method is to use one of these, which is a back probe pin. So you carefully get it right down between the weather back and the connector, or the weather pack and the wire, and then you can get that right down inside there, and then you can make your electrical test. Then your meter simply plugs into the back of your back probe pin. That's always the preferred way to do it. However, that's not always going to be convenient, and then again, that's where Phil's probe's going to come in. So the wire I need to get to is way down here, and that's going to be problematic to get to in back probe. So that's where we're going to bring in Phil's probe, and it's got a tip that makes it easy to grab the wires, and you slip the wire in there, and then you pull it open and let it close. So let me see if I can get the camera in there. There's that blue wire I'm looking for. Really hard to get to. So first we get down and we get the wire hooked. So now I've got the wire hooked. Then I simply pull the probe up. And now we can see that that wire has got connected. And now the nice part about Phil's probe is that your banana jack from your scope or your meter plugs right into the end of Phil's probe, and now we can make that connection and do that electrical diagnostic test. Then we can remove Phil's probe, put some liquid tape onto that wire where we made our electrical test. And when we're done, we just pull this up and we can simply disconnect. And now Phil's probe's been disconnected. Reach down, grab the wire, and put some liquid tape right on that wire. So this unique design allows it to go down through a wire harness, separating the wires. And then this unique design allows you to grab that wire, let it sit right in there, and then as soon as we pull this up, the wire will slide down into this catch area and allow us to do the piercing for testing. So that's pretty ingenious, the little design he made at the tip here. Typically, this would be the type of connector that I would want a back probe. But I do want to demonstrate how the special design at the end of this tip and this design makes it easy to get into a wire harness and actually pull out the wire you want. So I can go down, and that design allows me to get down into the harness, find the wire I want, get that wire caught, then lift it up, that wire will fall in place, and then I can pierce it that way. So this special design right here and this special design right here allows me to get down through this harness, find the wire I want, get it caught just like that, and then you lift up the probe, it'll fall into place, and then you can make your wire test just like that. Then when you're done, you just pull the probe up, Push it down, give it a 90-degree rotate, and you can pull that out. There's that wire right there. So you can just barely see those piercings. So I don't endorse any particular brand, but this is a liquid tape right here. Possible, I try to clean the wire a little bit. Just like that. That's all sealed up. This is an essential tool if you do electrical diagnosis and you need to do it quick and accurately. Phil's electrical probe, engineered and designed by Phil Fournier, and only available through AES Wave. That's aeswave.com, and they are the exclusive seller of Phil's probe.